like messing with moms. I used to like messing with moms because they had the experience of, just in general, of just in the bedroom and all that stuff.
Of what they like.
Yeah. But they also had the ego of, like, I call the shots. I'm a single mom, so it's like, you got to work around my schedule and such and such.
That has a lot to do with the fact that they're older than you and they just feel some type of way because you're a young man that they actually got a hold of. You think you're gonna just do what they say.
Well, mine's wasn't young. They weren't older than me. We were around the same age. But it's just because once they became moms, they all of a sudden acted like.
Well, how many kids has she had before?
It may be about one. Their first new moms.
Okay.
Once they have that first one, then all of a sudden it turns into, well, I can't go out this time. I can't do this. I can't do that. You got to work around my schedule. And I'm like,
well, that's understandable to do, but.
But I'm like. I learned when they really want to see you, they know how to make time.
Yeah.
And that's what was frustrating. And then they'll be like, but then if you like talk to them, they still got the same ego of, it was like, when you had an untouched womb, it was nothing like an untouched womb. Or it was like, to me, it was like,
I didn't pregnant one either, but we're not getting into that.
If I didn't have, if I was messing with a girl that didn't have a kid, I would do my best to give her the world.
Yeah,
but it's like once they have that kid, it's like, to me, it's like, you weren't thinking about me when you were letting homeboy shoot up the club. So why should I have to process your ego now? Why do I have to be the brunt for your ego when it's like, nah, you weren't thinking about me when you shot the club. Why do I got to think about accommodating you now?
I understand that part, absolutely.
But it's also a control thing. Like, it's also, they want to be in control now.
That's basically what it is, because they know that, what we're doing is whatever, and if I drop the ball, you're going to be the one in bigger trouble than I am. They feel like they have a whole lot of pull on you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. It still happens in relationships that you're in.
But I'm just like, it's like, to me, once you have a kid, I feel like your stock value goes down.
Oh, absolutely.
It does, but they don't see that. They
just like
don't see that.
Car off the lot. Once you drive it off the lot, then the value done went boop.
Like as men, if we don't have a job, we have no money, we don't have.
And that right there, most women that's out here that's controlling these men, these moms or whatnot, the men ain't got shit to begin with.
But I think that's a control thing too, like you said. That's another factor of control.
Because they don't know how to act when they have somebody that has their own shit.
What do you think, Josh?
I mean, I've been out of the game for a long time.
Yeah.
I ain't been with a mom except for my
old lady.
Yeah, my mom that
my baby
children.
Mom.
Yeah, that's.
So overall, okay, we'll fine. All right, well, we'll pivot.
Yeah,
do you think it's just all women in general then that want just want that control, that you're on my time, my schedule?
Well, I mean, that yes, women do want to be in control. However, I mean, I can see a woman's side if they have a child, how you have to accommodate them. I can see that because when you have a child, you have a responsibility. You're not just thinking about yourself then or anything else. You have to think about that other person that you're trying to raise. So I can understand I can understand to a certain extent. However, I do believe that women do want to, and moms, but especially, want to be in control just because they're in mom mode.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking. They're in mom mode all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them. But if they're worth a shit, they're in mom mode.
But these new age modern moms, it's like they know who to do it with and when to do it, and it's like they know who to do it with as far as like, oh, I'm not gonna make like you gotta earn like this. You gotta earn my time. But then they'll be like, let's say they get pregnant again, and then you're like, well, who's the father? And then you're seeing like, oh my, another bum. Come on now.
Well, and that's
they like them motherfuckers that ain't got nothing.
But don't that. But why do they think that they can deal with guys that have nothing and still think that they're up here? Like, why does their mindset go here when it's like, no, you, like,
because
it's like you
they're making shitty decisions.
Yeah, you're making bad decisions.
And that's all. That's all they did. That
Yeah.
That's all they know is shitty decisions. They make horrible decisions.
But then they'll look at you, you, me, and then say, y'all gotta respect me.
Right.
Because that's their ego. They're full of themselves. They think, and they, they think that, oh well, I'm this and I'm that. I'm the one that's.
I'm a mother.
I put me on a pedestal.
Yeah.
No.
Them motherfuckers that ain't got nothing might do that because they need somewhere to stay.
If you're just out here and you're just a mom because you're a mom, not because you wanted to be a mom.
Okay, let's now. What if she was a mom, but let's say she lost her partner?
Okay.
Now, would that bring her value down, or do you like? Is she still a prize, or?
Yeah, I mean,
she
could. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's a prize. All women are prizes to an extent. Now, whether she's that top tier prize or she's that racer that you got to put your tickets in there for, that's the story. I mean, every woman's a prize. It just depends on where you're at on that on the prize level.
Who wants the prize?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we talk like we see certain women. Like, they come to the store and we talk to them, and you see just their ego and it's like,
right?
They drive rinky-dink vehicles that you help them with, and it's like, why are you being stingy with?
And you just bougie for nothing.
Yeah, you're bougie.
Like you one of the ones that's room dirty. You taking selfies in the mirror with your mattress on the floor that's filthy as hell. But yet you out here and everything about you is nice but your car.
And that's because, in my opinion, they've been told that they are the prize. They've been told that they are you're supposed to be here, and everybody else has got to come up to meet you. And I don't know if you're a POS. Regardless of what you
is.
Yeah, that's just what you are. It's to be a prize. You have to earn that prize respect, and that you have to. You can't just be putting it up on a pedestal. You can't put a pussy on a pedestal.
Right. But why do they think? Well, why it's okay? You said ego, but it's like it annoys me when it's like, you'll be a mom before you'll be a wife. Like, that annoys me to no extent.
Well, that's a lot these days.
Yes, where it's like they just
be a mom to work the system than to have a real life with somebody that could give you a lot more than these bums on the street that sell a little weed here and there.
And is that even just in a sense, it's just like being a dad. You just because you had a child does not make you a mom.
Yeah.
You just gave birth to that child. You have to earn mom status.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a mom.
Absolutely.
You can't just have a kid and be like, I'm a mother. No, you're a whore.
Yeah.
But you just happen to have a child.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You have 7 kids and you got custody of none of them.
Right. Or you just keep on soon as this one gets old enough to be on their own.
Right before you have another kid.
Yeah, or you're not getting anything. Oh, let's have another kid.
Yes.
No,
that's different fathers and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I mean, everybody has mistakes. Everybody does that. But if you've got,
to me, I'll let you get away with one.
Yeah, if you got 7 kids by 5 different guys.
Something's wrong.
You're just a piece of shit. That's all.
Yeah, you out here.
You're just out here whoring around, open your legs.
And you want somebody to give you something.
Yeah, don't put that pussy on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Back when we were growing up, the old people always tell you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
1,000%.
But today's time, it's like they don't even want to be a housewife.
They don't want to be whores either.
They just are.
They are.
Yeah, but it's like you can't even call them that no more. They're strong. They're strong, independent.
Well, we used to. When I was growing up, I'm pretty sure that I've called their parents that once or twice.
Oh yeah.
Because most of these kids out here now, or these parents out here now that's got kids,
Yeah,
are my age.
I might not tell them to their face that they're a whore, but as soon as they walk away, they should be a whore. They're a whore.
She's pregnant by somebody else.
Yeah, she's a whore.
6 different baby dads.
Yeah, well, don't just, no.
She got 4.5 kids and got 6 different baby dads.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
But then it sucks because, but also too, I think, once again, social media plays a part in that because it's like, there's no shame anymore. Like, social media got rid of shame, and now it's like having multiple kids and just that whole, like, I'm okay with just posting about the struggles of being a mom, and it's like when they say that, then all of a sudden other people flock onto it and be like, yeah, girl, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm right there with, and it's like birds of a feather, flock together, and then they're allowed to, because they're all puff each other's heads up.
Yeah, and they're all still the one that think that everybody owes them something, and they're on Section 8, and they live like slobs, but yet you expect somebody to do something for you.
Trash.
And you want to say all this crap, but you're the one.
What if she's not on Section 8, though? Still trash?
Yeah, Section
absolutely.
8. Just because you're on Section 8 does not make you trash.
No,
that's not what I was saying.
But most of them are the ones.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you're a trashy whore.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what other way to say it.
Somehow just to keep your kids.
Yeah, and most of them don't even want their kids.
No.
They'll pawn them off on grandma,
so they
grandpa,
go party all the time, not come home for 2-3 days,
or the neighbor, or their friend, or.
But why don't nobody ever check them on that? That's the part that annoys me too. Is like, why don't somebody just give them a reality check of like, you ain't it.
Because
that's the problem.
When you do, you see what happens.
Yeah, but this is the new era, and that's what
happens.
Even when I was growing up, you still
you got called out on your shit.
Yeah, you got 1,000% got called out. I mean, you went to your grandparents or you went to stay at a friend's house or something like that. But now it's just, I'm having a kid for the sake of just having a kid, just to.
The doctor told me I couldn't get rid of this one.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I've had too many abortions.
Too many.
Or I've had, whatever. I mean. It's just
it's way different than it used to be. Now they just don't care. They will pawn their kids. They will leave their kids home just so they can go out and do whatever they want to do. They feel entitled to this because he's my kid. I can do what he want, do what I want, or I can talk to whoever.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to raise my kids.
Even if you're trying
to raise your kids.
Yeah, even if you're trying to be that one to, you're supposed to be that guy that's whatever, and they just make you feel it because they feel like they're so much better than you because if you don't do what I want, I got somebody else that will.
And that's the crazy part too, because it's like the guys around them that they have that make them feel like, but you won't do another one will. It's like if all the guys just say, hey, you know what, nah, I'm not. I think that would dawn on them, but I'm like, it's just because a guy's mind is just straight up on like, I just want to get some and a place to live.
It's always been like that. However, I think now it's worse.
It's worse.
It's too easy now. You can just say, you want to come over? Netflix and chill.
Like if you got some weed, that's it. All they need is
weed, or we're going to this party tonight, or something, or I got whatever. Yeah, they'll do anything just to have fun these days. It's
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
not. No.
It's the new norm.
And I don't like it.
No.
Not at all.